This conference will now be recorded.
All right. In the last session, we were talking about cutover activities, and we understood cutover activity is also called as what? Open client activity. In the cutover activity or in open client activity, we understood first thing we need to understand system landscape. We discussed about development, quality, production, and we also understood cutover activity or open client activity is performed in production system. Is this clear for all?
Yes, sir.
We will perform the cutover activity or open client activity in production system after moving all the configuration from development to production. In short, after importing all our configuration TRs in the production system. And we listed some cutover activity just as a basic understanding, as a basic information. But from this cutover activity list, initially we need to pay attention only on two cutover activities. One is your master and the other one is a transaction. Now, these two things, why we need to create in the production system directly, what exactly we need to follow, let us try to understand it today. And also remember, recollect these points, how your TR is moved from development until the production system. You need to revise these 7 points. And straight away, let us go down to understand. And before this, everybody has a clarity on go live date, cutover date, catch over date, right? Everybody is now familiar with these 3 dates.
Yes, Ajay.
Yes.
These 3 dates we are familiar. Even if you are not clear, you have some doubts, it is okay. Just now look at when you hear these 3 dates, you are able to relate to something, whether that is correct or incorrect, it is okay at this moment. Just to ensure you are now able to connect what do you mean by cutover, what do you mean by catch over, what do you mean by go live. Next point. Now, your go live is nothing but handing over system to the client, to the user.
Yes. Yes.
When we are handing over system to the client or to the user, what user will do? They will start recording their day-to-day transactions in the system. They start
Yep.
using the SAP for their
Yes.
day-to-day business operation. Now
Yes.
here we already understood something called end user activities in SAP system. Let it be quality, let it be production. From the system landscape, you have development, quality, production. Out of these 3 systems, end user will have access to all the 3 or only 2 or only 1.
Only two.
Production.
Right? End user can access only quality system and then production system. Is this correct? From the system landscape, your business or your user can access only quality system plus production system. Their day-to-day business operations, transactions are recorded in which system? Quality or production?
Production system.
Production.
All their day-to-day business transactions, business reports, everything will be looked at or recorded, verified in the production system. In short, it is clear now, right from the day one, user will be starting using the system for their day-to-day business operation. Now, there are 3 types of activities which we talked from the end user point of view. First one is what? Master.
Master data transaction reporting.
Master data, transaction data. Last one is your reports. In short, your user, your client, your business will be looking at SAP production system right from day one. After handing over system to them, they will be using it for looking at master, looking at a transaction, looking at report. Now, when you're talking about master, you can create master and you can do what? Change and then you can display master. Is this correct? You can create master, you can change master, you can display master. You in the sense user in the production system, end user, right from day one, they will be able to create, change, display master. Is this correct or not? Yes, no?
Yes.
Yes, sir.
Right from day one, your business, your user must be in a position to create the master, create the master, change the master, and then display the master. Let it be any kind of a master. We are only talking about master data. Similarly, when you're talking about a transaction, right from day one, your user must be in a position to create the transaction, change the transaction, and then display the transaction. Is this correct? This is required for all the master, for all the transaction right from day one. Similarly, when you're talking about report, user will create the report, user will change report, or user will only generate, display the report.
Only
Only
display.
generate
Only generate the display.
Right? User will only display the report. User cannot create any report. User cannot change any report. It is only display or view report. These three things to happen, you need to make sure different things are set up in the system. Now for these three things to happen right from day one, when system is handed over to the client, you'll have to ensure all these activities, whatever you're performing, right from day one for user to perform this activity are cutover activities. Let it be anything. Let it be anything. It is part of your cutover activity. First point, if you try to look at the master, master data is possible only when you have configuration. Is this right?
Yes.
Yes, sir.
Master data creation is possible only when we have configuration. In the production system, are we importing the configurations or not?
Yes.
In the production system, we are importing the configurations. Who will import configuration in production? Is it imported by FICO consultant or basis consultant?
Yes.
Basis consultant.
Basis consultant, right? Your basis consultant in the project will be importing all the configuration TRs into the production system. First point. Once your production is updated with all your configuration, what we need to do? We need to go and verify if all the configuration is properly imported or not. Because when you do the configuration, you are segregating the configuration in two parts. One is baseline, the other one is what?
Business process configuration.
We are segregating a configuration into two. One is your baseline configuration. Second one is your business process configuration. You will be having only one TR or multiple TRs in any implementation project,
Multiple.
Yes.
right? You will be
Multiple.
having multiple TRs. When we know we will be having a multiple TR, you need to ensure all the TR related configuration is properly updated in the production system, for which we need to log into production system, verify randomly configuration if everything is properly updated or not. Once this is done, you need to make sure, first point, look at the master data. When I say first point, look at the master data, let's highlight the master data here. Okay, let us highlight master data here. With the help of master data, what do we do?
Create master data.
Transaction posting,
Yes, sir.
Yes.
alright? Posting of, can we say business transactions?
Yes.
We can do business transaction posting with the help of master. Without master data, is it possible to post any transaction?
No, sir. Not possible.
It is not possible to create any transaction without master data. This is clear for everybody, right? Now, so far, what we did in the previous sessions, we posted one accounting entry, right? in our company code, we have created or we have posted one accounting entry. Which accounting entry we posted? Is it GL accounting entry, customer accounting entry, vendor accounting entry, cash, bank?
GL.
What is it?
GL
We
account.
posted GL accounting entry. We have posted. These 2 points are clear. We have posted GL accounting entry. Clear, right? Everybody did this activity.
Yes.
In your
Yes.
company code, you posted the accounting entry. Now, for posting this accounting entry, what we created in the system.
GL
For
master.
posting for this first accounting entry, we did certain points. First thing, let's say GL master data we created. Am I right?
Yes.
Yes.
Second thing, we created profit center
Profit.
master data. One is GL, two is profit center. What else? For creating
Number
profit
range.
center, we also created
In the cost centers
profit
also,
center,
hierarchy.
Hierarchy.
Hierarchy and group.
profit center hierarchy or profit center group we created. Okay. Next, number ranges, correct? What else we did? After configuration during posting, what and all you did? You also opened period or not?
Period and fiscal
Yes.
year.
You opened posting period. What else? Just recollect what you did, any errors you got.
Document splitting configurations.
We are not writing a configuration here. Other than configuration, what we did? Where
You
there
have
is
checked
no
leading,
TR.
non-leading ledger.
We check the
No,
errors
that
in
is config.
document.
master data and hierarchy.
We check the message
Field
errors
status
in
group.
Tolerances.
No. Now, one point that you'll have to understand here, when we created a GL account, while saving the GL account, did you get any TR?
No, sir.
No.
If you
No,
recollect,
sir.
while creating a GL account, when you click on save, did you get any TR prompt or no?
No, sir.
No.
No, sir.
While
No, we
creating
have
a
not
profit
got.
center, when you click on save profit center, activate profit center, create profit center, did you get any TR prompt or not?
No, sir.
No.
No. While creating profit center grouping or profit center hierarchy, did you get any TR prompt or not?
No.
No, sir.
No. While creating a number ranges, did you get any TR prompt?
No.
Yes. Yes.
Number range,
No.
no TR prompt, right?
No. Yeah.
When you open the posting period variant, did you get any TR prompt?
We got.
Yes, sir.
No.
Yes, sir.
Here,
We get
yes. Yes, you
Yes.
got the TR prompt here. Okay,
Yes.
here we got the TR prompt, but in the production, you don't get TR prompt here. Because as I said, in the production, basis consultant will make the system set up in such a way you will not get a TRs in the production system. Okay. Now anything else we did? Let's assume only these 5 we did. Let's assume only 5 we did. For fifth one, open posting period in production, you don't get any TR. Okay. In short, these 5 activities, whatever we are referring here, are not related to any TR.
Yeah.
Yes.
Right? These are not related to any TR. Now, when you're talking about cutover activity, open client activity, you should strictly keep in your mind, these are the activities which are done directly in the production system, not coming from the development quality production. When you talk about document splitting, you did document splitting in development, captured in a TR, and released in development in 200, performed testing, imported in quality, performed UAT, then only imported to production. Am I right? Yes or no? These kind of things are your configuration. You are not supposed to bring a configuration when you're talking about cutover activity. Slowly we need to make sure the differentiation we are able to understand. What activity when we are performing, it is part of your configuration. What activity when we are performing, it is part of your cutover or open client activity. So far these points are clear for everybody, right? It is not giving any TR. When this is not giving any TR, what we will do, we will not move this through TR. Meaning, when you're talking about GL master data in development, in quality, in production, it is separately created. Is this correct statement? GL master data will be created separately in development system, quality system, production system. Is my statement correct?
Yes, sir.
Think. Right? In the development system, in the quality system, in the production system, GL account is separately created. It is not that I will create GL account in development, I will move the GL account from development to quality. Not possible. I will create a GL account in quality, I will move GL account into production. Not possible. Why? Because it
TR
is
is not
master
enough.
Because
data.
there is no
Any
transport
master
request.
data is not transported. Master data is client independent, meaning in every client, development client, quality client, production client, you need to create this master data separately. So there is no possibility to move it. Strictly you have to create GL master separately in the production system. No dependency, no more configuration, no more TR here. Similarly, when you create profit center, is this also same? For profit center also, we need to create in development, quality, production separately. Yes or no?
Yes.
Yes.
Yes, sir.
All right. And when you're talking about profit center grouping or profit center hierarchy, this is also to be created separately in development, quality, production. I cannot bring this through the config TR, right?
Yes.
Yes.
Am I right? Similarly, when you're talking about number ranges, these number ranges must be created separately in development, quality, production. Is this also right?
Yes.
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 Similarly, when I'm talking about posting period, I need to open the period separately in development, separately in quality, separately in production. Is this also correct?
Yes.
Correct.
Yes.
Right? This is also separately. Here, separately opened slash closed. Now these kind of activities, whatever is maintained individually, separately in every system are your cutover activities or your open client activity. For now, we will only talk about GL master. For now, what we will talk about? GL master. Now, let us scroll down. GL master. This is part of which activity? Master data, transaction data, or reporting?
Cutover
Master
activity.
data.
Master data.
Master data.
Cutover
This is part
activity.
of master data, right? This is part of master data cutover.
Activity.
This is part of your master data cutover activity. Okay, clear? Now, all GLs are managed at what level? Company code level or at chart of account level?
Company code level.
Chart of
Company could start about
Chart of
both
account.
level.
chart of account level. Okay, you'll manage GL account at chart of account level. Without chart of account, I cannot create a GL account, right? Without the GL account, without the chart of account, we will not be able to create a chart of, without the chart of account, you will not be able to create any GL account. First point. Now we need to create COA mapping from legacy system to which system?
SAP.
SAP Java.
SAP system. Okay, you'll have to do the chart of account mapping from legacy system to SAP system. Now, in this case, you need to understand chart of account contains what?
GL account groups.
GL account structure.
List of
GL
GL accounts. That's all. Chart of account in short contains list of all your GL accounts. Chart of account contains list of all your GL account. Now, when we're talking about mapping of legacy system to SAP system, every client, whatever the existing ERP, whatever the existing application which they are using, let it be Tally, let it be Oracle, or any other application. In any application, when you're talking about accounting, we need to post accounting entries or not?
Yes.
Right? In any system, not necessarily SAP, let it be Tally or any other application, accounting entry must be posted, right? Debit and credit.
Yes.
For posting debit and credit, we require GL accounts.
Yes, sir.
Yes.
For posting debit and credit in any application, you require GL account, meaning GL account is not specifically designed in SAP. It is designed in any accounting application, even in your manual accounting. What your client will do, they will look at their existing set of GL accounts from the legacy system. For example, you are going live in March month. When you are going live in March month, what your client will do, he will give the cutover for which month? Opening balances?
February.
February.
The month of February.
February.
They will give the cutover data or the legacy data from February month. Now from the February month or as on February month, they must be having certain list of GL accounts or not? As on February, in their existing system, they will have certain GL accounts. Am I right?
Yes.
They
Yes, sir,
will
they do.
take the list of all this GL account from the legacy system as on February. As on February, your client will take all the existing GL accounts. Then they will see, they will review the current GL accounts first. Let's say we have 500 GL accounts currently. Assuming, let's say, in current system, in short, legacy system, we have, let's say, 520 GLs. Possible?
Possible.
Easily possible, right? Having 520 GL accounts in any company is quite easily possible. Most common number in any organization to have at least 500 GL account is minimum mandatory for any organization. Now, when you're looking at this existing 520 GL, and when you look at your current reporting system, whatever the reports that you're making, you will get to know what problems you are facing currently. Yes or no? For example, you take certain GL account. Let's say I am talking about rent. In the current system, I am paying rent. When I am booking the rent in the current system, what if or is it possible in the current system or in my legacy system, I have a single GL account for rent? Possible or not?
Yes.
Right? Let's say I'll say legacy system GL. If I say rent, let's assume that GL account number 400, 100. Let's assume GL account number is 400, 100 in the legacy system. Now, currently, your company may be paying or your client may be paying rent for different reasons. Head office rent, corporate office rent, Mumbai rent, Bangalore rent, or
Yes.
staff accommodation rent, plant rent. Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
Guest
Yes.
house rent. Now, assuming in the current legacy system, all the nature of rent or every rent is posted in single GL account. They have the data, but all of a sudden, if they wanted to pull the report for the rent, how much rent is paid for head office, how much rent is paid for guest house, how much rent is paid for staff accommodation, how much rent is paid for Mumbai plant, how much rent is paid for, let's say, Hyderabad location. Do you get it just like that? No, right? Meaning there might be some difficulties or not with the current setup of the system. They may not be able to pull the report properly, or when they book the accounting entry, they are not able to do it properly, or simply they wanted to plan it. When you say they wanted to plan the rent, they may be saying that we want to plan only this much for this particular office. If I have a single account, or if I'm having different other limitations, I may not be able to meet my expectation in the legacy system. Possible or not? I may be having different thought, different requirement, different expectation in my system, in my mind, as a manager or as a CFO, as a finance director, as a finance controller. I might be having different expectations. Because of the current system limitations, I may not be able to meet my requirement. Possible or not?
Yes.
Right? Now, when you're mapping the chart of account, you'll have to look at all these points. How their current chart of account, how their current GL account setup is maintained, and when they migrate into SAP or when they come into SAP, how they wanted to see it. You need to understand what kind of reporting they are currently making with report, how the GLs are currently structured, and how they're deriving their financials. You need to understand. Then you will have a clarity. Then accordingly, you need to tell, okay, this is how you can create different GL accounts in SAP, and this is how you can do the different planning. This is how different reports are possible. This is how you can make different controls in SAP. Accordingly, client will understand, okay, all these things are possible in SAP. Let me make my GL account in this way when I come to SAP. Unless they know the functionality of SAP, they cannot give you the GL account mapping, right? Am I right? Otherwise, what they
Yes.
will do, 520 GLs in legacy, they will end up giving you 520 GLs in SAP. If I say SAP system GL, they might give 500 again. They might give same thing here. Maybe the account number might different, right? It may be 4000 like this. It may be something like this. There is no difference here, right? If you do like this, we need to make sure you are in a position to make your client, your user understand how chart of account works in SAP and how it is to be created, how this controls your reporting until your financials called TBPNL balance sheet. Then they will understand, okay, these are all the functionality in SAP with the help of a GL account. Accordingly, we will set up our GL account. Then they know what is their expectation, what kind of reports they want to see. There are many expectations by the business which they are unable to get because of the current system limitation. Am I right? With the current system limitations, they may not be able to get whatever the data report that they want to get. If everything is fine in the legacy system, nobody will come to SAP. Am I correct? If it is working properly, there is no difficulty, there is no problem, will anybody come to SAP?
No.
Nobody will come to SAP if there is no problem. They are coming into SAP spending huge amount, meaning there is a problem, there is some difficulty, There are certain issues which they are facing with the current system, with which they cannot make the reporting, posting, process, control the way they want. Then they understood, okay, in SAP we can do many things. SAP will suit our business requirement. SAP will provide all the solutions that we are looking for. Then definitely any client is expecting a consultant to explain the points or not. In short, your user, your client is not expecting you to tell configuration of SAP chart of account. They are not expecting you to know the configuration related to chart of account. Am I right? Tomorrow when your client is asking, do you tell go to OB13 create a chart of account? Do you show OB13 and then this is how I create a chart of account? Tell me how you want. Is this how we ask the client? No, right? We need to make them understand what is chart of account, how it is created, and how generally chart of account is used, and according to their business process, what is the best possible approach to implement there, or what is the best SAP standard solution that you can inform them. For us to do all these things, do we need to have basic understanding or not from the business point of view? No, this is required. Now, let's say after looking at all these things, your client had decided, okay, we have 520 GL accounts in our legacy system. And if they say client decided to have 1460 GLs in SAP, possible or not?
Yes, sir.
Ignore how 520 is becoming 1460, just ignore it. But it is possible. In SAP, they wanted to have detailed reporting. We wanted to have control everywhere. We will create say 1460 GL accounts so that we will have control on every transaction. Currently, we have a single GL account. We are unable to control because everything is going into one place. So if I close it, if I control it, everything is getting stuck. So no other go, we had to live with the problems. Though we know there is a difficulty, even though we know this is going to create a problem, but we had no option in the current system. But we wanted to make sure these problems will not be repeated when we come to SAP. Then they might create a different GL account at a different level, how they wanted to plan, how they wanted to post the entries, how they wanted to see the reporting. Accordingly, they would have done all these things. And as a result, it would have resulted 1460 GL. Possible or not? Easily possible, meaning in any project, on an average, how many GL accounts you will get? 1000.
Yes, sir.
In any
Minimum
project, wherever you go, you will have minimum 1000 GL accounts. Keep in your mind.
Yes, sir.
Right? So when you do practice, when you create a GL account, we will not even create a 10% of it, meaning it's hard, it's very tough, it's very difficult, or it's very rare somebody creates more than 100 GL account during a practice. Very rare. Very rare meaning we don't do it because we don't find that much necessary to do it, because we will go based on the logical understanding, based on the scenario understanding. We don't create 1000 GL accounts, but you need to understand in any project there will be minimum 1000 plus GL account. Now to create each GL account, how long it will take? At least 1 minute. Right? To create each GL account, on an average, it will take 1 minute or not. Because you are not creating on your own, right? Just like that, I'll create fatafat. What you will do, you have to look at what name is given by the client, what number I need to take, whether it is sort key 1, sort key 2, it is open item, non-open item, P&L account, balance sheet account, which field status group to be assigned. You need different information or not to create each GL account. Right? Just like that, we cannot create the account, right? On an average, each GL account takes approximately 1 minute or not. Easily possible 1 minute per GL account or not.
It is feasible.
Yes, sir.
right? Easily possible for us to take 1 minute per GL account. If you have 1460 GL account, is it recommended to create 1460 GLs manually in a project? Yes, no?
No.
No, sir.
No.
GL cop.
Straightforward, no.
No, sir.
Right? Straightforward, no. This is not recommended. You're not supposed to create these GL accounts manually one by one, because you know how to create a GL account. Everybody had an understanding, at least basic level, what is required, how to create. Everybody has a minimum decent understanding, right? Now, how we will create 1460 GLs? Meaning, is this manual or upload? How do you do this?
Upload.
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 We will do it through upload. Okay, through upload you will do this. Now, for uploading, what tool do we use?
GL
Okay,
cop.
now you cannot straight away say, you'll have to see, you have to question it is ECC or S4, meaning the moment you are thinking about this, for uploading which tool do we use, then you'll have to see whether it is ECC or S4, because it is not same in both. It is not same in both. You need to understand. For certain questions there is no direct answer. You'll have to put a cross question. Even if somebody is asking you how do you upload a GL account, put a cross question in ECC or in S4 HANA. Not same in both, right? Is that correct? If there is a change, you have to be very particular about it. And when somebody is asking these kind of questions, their main motto, their main intention is to see whether you are differentiating between ECC S4 HANA system, or you are just like that saying. When there is a difference, you have to differentiate it. When there is a difference, you must differentiate it. That is what they are looking from your answer. No matter where you are talking, in your project, in your interview, to your friend, anywhere. So you'll have to tell whether it is in ECC or S4 HANA system. In ECC, how do we upload GLs? Now by this point, we understood GLs are uploaded in the production system, in the real environment, in any project. Am I right?
Yes.
Now in ECC, how do you upload?
LSMW.
We will be using LSMW or BDC. What we will use? Either LSMW or BDC.
Mass equal also we can use, right?
No. Mass is not for creating.
Okay.
Mass is only for changing.
Okay.
Okay. In S4 HANA, how do we upload GLs? Now again, when you are getting a question in S4 HANA, how do we upload GLs? You'll have to put a cross question again. Version. When there is a question of a version, it means it is not same in every version. Am I right? When there is a question of a version,
Right.
it is not same in every version. Then you'll have to understand. In S4 HANA, till 1909 version. How do you do it?
SMW.
LTMC.
LT.
Okay, and LSMW and BDC. Now the sequence whatever we are writing is the priority or is the preference. When I put LTMC first in S4 HANA 1909, what is your first priority?
LTMC.
LTMC.
LTMC. You must strictly tell LTMC only. If you tell LSMW, you are cross questioned. Why did you not use LTMC? Meaning you have to strictly follow the process and you have to strictly tell same point to anybody so that you will not get any counter questions, cross question. If you deviate it, anything I can use it, LSMW, LTMC, BDC. If you miss the sequence, you will get the cross questions. Which one do you use? When I'm asking you to say something, when I give three options, you'll have to confirm which one is correct. Right? You cannot give three, pick any one, right? You'll have to tell which one you used. Here, are we talking about a project where we have experience, or we're talking about a project where we majoritarily follow, right? When you talk to somebody, you will not talk in a generic way. Am I correct? It is always with respect to your experience or with standard SAP practice. There you need to ensure LTMC is the first priority to upload any GL account in S4 HANA till 1909. When I say till 1909, it includes all the versions until 1909. Your 1809, 1709, 16, 15, 14 and all. If I say in S4 HANA, (1909) after that, what is the next version?
2020.
2020.
2020. From 2020 version,
Migrate your data.
migrate your data or LSMW or BDC.
Ajay, are you talking?
Hello.
Ajay, are you talking?
Network issue.
Not able to listen, Ajay.
Ajay, your voice is dropped.
Hello.
I think network is not working at his end because now okay, screen is moving now.
It is 1 minute.
Hello, can you hear me now?
Yes.
Yes.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir, we can hear you.
All right. Now in S4 HANA, until 1909 version, which tool we will be using majoritarily, which is recommended tool? LTMC,
TMC.
LTMC.
right? It is LTMC. The optional tools that we can use is LSMW and BDC, but it is not recommended. Strictly LTMC in S4 HANA until 1909 version. What about S4 HANA system from 2020 version?
MYD, move your data.
Migrate your data.
You'll have to use MYD. Here you'll have to understand MYD is equal to migrate your data or migration cockpit. Clear?
So this MYD is a T code or is it a different application?
Application, Fury application. The LTMC and MYD both are Fury applications.
Okay.
Okay. Now, whenever you are talking about S4 HANA from 2020 version, you'll have to make sure you will be uploading the GL account master data strictly using MYD, migrate your data or migration cockpit. Okay, Sri Ramulu, can you please go on mute? This one you have to use, and here your MYD is referring to migrate your data or migration cockpit. People might be asking, have you worked on migration cockpit, or have you worked on migrate your data, or have you worked on MYD? All are same. Okay, now this point you'll have to understand. Now, in short, if or we use below tools for uploading legacy master data in SAP. First one, let me put tool and then system. Let me put LSMW. Then we talked about LTMC, or I'll put BDC, LTMC, and then MYD.
IMD.
These are the four that we used here: LSMW, BDC, LTMC, and then MYD. If we look at this, first one, and then the system. LSMW is used in ECC and S4 HANA. Clear? You will use LSMW in ECC and S4 HANA system. It is valid, applicable in both the system. When you're talking about BDC, it is also applicable in both ECC and S4 HANA system. And when you're talking about LTMC, S4 HANA till 1909. Okay. And when you're talking about MYD, this is S4 HANA from 2020. Okay, these 4 points you need to make sure you are able to understand first, and strictly you have to remember it. Tomorrow, if anybody is asking which migration tools you have used, okay, which tools you have used for your data migration in the project, how did you migrate your legacy data, GL and all, you'll have to talk these 4 tools only. If you say that you are part of S4 HANA system, which tools you'll have to talk about? LTMC and MYD majoritarily. Agree? If you're talking about you're from a S4 HANA project, what are the major 2 tools that you will be using exclusively in HANA?
MYD.
What are they?
LTMC and MYD.
LTMC and MYD, and here again not straightforward answer, because these two will not work together, only one. Either MYD will be applicable or LTMC is applicable. Which one you are telling is again depending on the S4 HANA version. Is this correct?
Yes.
Which version you are talking, which tool you are talking is again depending on version of SAP that you worked on. If you're talking about I was part of a S4 HANA project which is 1909 version, can I say I used migrate your data? Can I say in
No.
1909 project I have used migrate your data? Possible or not?
No.
No, not possible.
Not possible, because migrate your data is not applicable in 1909 version. Can I say I used LTMC in S4 HANA 2023 version?
No.
No. Why? This is again not possible.
Because
Migrate your
1909.
data applicable.
Migrate your
Because
data.
it is not applicable. Meaning when you are preparing, when you are understanding, you have to pay attention on which version are we talking about, which year are we saying that we are experienced in SAP, which project we were referring to, which year the project is happened, and which version of the SAP it was. Accordingly, you need to tell. Otherwise, because you are telling correct, but the combination is incorrect, somebody might get a negative opinion, somebody might get a negative impression. Avoid this, though it is a very simple point, but will have very high cost that you'll have to pay, meaning you'll have to lose the opportunity because of these silly mistakes. Let's ensure these kind of silly mistakes we will not make, no matter what. Whether somebody is asking or nobody is asking, it is immaterial. You need to make sure these points are clearly sitting in your mind. Next one. Here, this is all about what? Uploading. What are we talking about? Uploading, right?
Uploading
Master
data.
data.
Uploading legacy master.
Now I'll put upload template. Upload a template means upload file in short. Can I say upload a template means upload file? Yes or no?
Yes. Yes, sir.
Created by FICO. Who will create LSMW upload a template?
Functional consultants.
In short, let us be very specific to FICO. We are not bothered about the other consultants. We are FICO. Let us understand, let us relate it specifically to FICO. What other consultants are doing, it is immaterial to us. Am I clear? Okay. You
Yes.
will not create or upload anything related to MMSD. Am I correct? You will do whatever it is related to FICO. So we have to ensure whatever we talk, whatever we represent is first straightforward connected to FICO. Once we are clear with the FICO, then only we will go to other module or other functional, technical, whatever it is. Now, in our example, LSMW is created, LSMW template will be created by FICO, meaning we only create it. Am I right?
Yes, sir.
Now, when it comes to BDC, who will create this BDC template?
ABAP.
Created by FICO or created by ABAP?
ABAP.
This is created by ABAP. Third one, LTMC. We don't create it. This is provided by SAP. LTMC, uploaded template, is not created by FICO, is not created by ABAP. It is provided by SAP, meaning it is a standard, ready-made. Meaning
Yes.
it is a standard and readily available in SAP to be used. Same thing, migrate your data provided by SAP. So when you're talking about S4 HANA project, S4 HANA system, uploading any master, specifically GL master, any manual intervention is required, it is ready to use application.
Sir, here provided by SAP means we have to upload something, right? Otherwise, how SAP will
This
understand which all GLs are to be uploaded?
here we are talking about
Template.
uploaded template. Here we are talking about uploaded template provided by SAP, uploaded template created by FICO, uploaded template created by ABAP. Not the data, only the template file. Okay, data will be
Okay,
filled up, uploaded by us manually, but we are talking about this template, meaning the format.
okay, okay.
Okay, now these 3 points are clear. At least you are able to relate it, right?
Yes.
Because using it is very simple, but we need to make sure we are connecting to the point, we are able to relate what is what, with which tomorrow when you talk to somebody, you sound confident, you sound comfortable. Or even if somebody is telling something, asking something, discussing something, if you are part of it, you need to ensure you are able to connect what it is. It should not be something that I do not know, I'm hearing this for the first time. Should never be the situation when you go to the market. You'll have to ensure whatever it may be, whether you have experience or you have no experience, it is immaterial. Make sure you're able to relate what it is all about. At least basic information with which you can move forward independently without any fear, without any difficulty. Which version are we using now for our practice?
2023.
All right. For our practice, we are using S4 HANA 2023 version. Okay, for our S4 HANA practice, we are using 2023 version. If we have to upload GL master in the system, we must use what?
MYD.
MYD. Migrate your data. Migration cockpit.
We must use MYD tool, meaning migrate your data tool, we must use it. And MYD contains predefined GL master upload template provided by SAP. MYD contains predefined GL master upload template provided by SAP. We just need to download a template, update the GL details, then upload the template. Yes, no? What you do, download the template, update the GL details, upload the template. GLs are created. Whether it is 1 GL account, whether it is 1000 GL account, 20,000 GL account will be created in no time. Maybe 5 minutes, 10 minutes, 20 minutes, 30 minutes, your 10,000 GL accounts are created. No time, you'll see that GL accounts are created. No effort. And for this, you need to understand, you need to have at least decent Excel skill. What do you require? We must have decent Microsoft Excel skills. Mandatory. If you feel that I'm not good at Excel, make sure only the basic Excel you're good at. Meaning when you're looking on the Excel, basic formulas, VLOOKUP, pivot table, doing a total, Control C, Control V, adding a row, deleting a row, filtering, all this kind of a thing, sorting, you need to have. Otherwise, it will be difficult. I'm telling you at the beginning itself, those who are not good at this, make sure you have a look at this Excel also. Don't join any trainings for Excel. When you use it, you will understand. You are not a data entry operator again. You just need to understand data when you get it from SAP. which we have already used. Previously, we have used Fagel-Flexa table, AC-Doka table, all this table from SAP. In which format data is coming?
In Excel.
In Excel format.
Excel.
We posted only one entry. 4 records are there. In a company, if I have to look at, let's say, 6 months data to be downloaded, definitely more than 70,000, 80,000, 1 lakh records. Possible or not?
Yes.
Sometimes when you open the Excel will get stuck. It says loading, 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 right? System will get hanged. You need to understand what is happening, how do you work on it. You cannot say Excel is stuck, I cannot do. Data is more, I cannot do it. You need to understand. Reason? When you work in any project, you are playing with huge numbers, you are playing with huge volume of the data. Not like only 10 record, 20 record, the way you see in the testing environment. When you create a company code, you will see limited data, but in the project, you will find huge data. Make sure you are not confused, you are not surprised when you are in the project. For you to ensure you are comfortable, please pay attention on this basic Excel skill set also. When you use it, basic things, you will automatically understand. Okay, this is important. And this one you'll have to do. Now what? Next, what we need to do is, let me show you how this migration cockpit looks like. This is available where? Let's say MYD is available
Fury.
only in Fury screen. MYD cannot be opened in SAP GUI. Am I clear? MYD is available only in Fury screen. Now to go to Fury screen, there are 2 ways. Where I am creating? First thing, what we need to do, we need to open Fury screen. For that, you can put the T code, or if you have already bookmarked it in your browser, from there you do it, or you can put this T code. T code for Fury is what?
/n FI2
Slash n UI2
Slash
FLP.
Slash n
slash UI
slash
to
UI2 slash slash
slash
FLP.
LP.
Okay.
Fury Launchpad.
Yeah. Click on allow. You will get this screen. ID password same as your SAP GUI. Put your
Yes.
ID and then put your password. Okay, you are inside Fury. Point number 1, you can search in this way. If you see there are so many things, check if you find data migration heading here. Click on this data migration heading. You will find something called migrate your data migration cockpit. Okay, this is migrate your data migration cockpit. Straight away you can find it from the data migration head, or you click on this search icon, you type migrate, you will get migrate your data migration cockpit. Am I clear how to get it? Point number 1, from the heading Fury Launchpad, you will get the different Fury catalogs. From the respective catalog, look at it or search like this. This might be a little slow in the testing environment because of different reasons. Shared server and the server which is used may not be having high network bandwidth. Due to different reasons, it will be slow. First point, you have an option called create here. Can you find an option called create? Yes or no?
Yes, Ajay.
When I click on create, there are two options. One is migrate data directly from SAP system. Second one, migrate data using staging table. Are we migrating from SAP ECC to SAP S4HANA system, or from legacy system or non-SAP system to SAP?
Legacy system,
Non-SAP.
non-SAP. Oracle.
Alright, non-SAP system to SAP. Or we are uploading system directly into SAP without referring any existing SAP application. Then which one is relevant, from SAP or from staging table?
Staging table.
Staging table.
You'll have to look at staging table, because we don't have any SAP at this moment. We are migrating the data freshly from non-SAP system. Click on staging table.
Table
Sir, you
can
will
create
get the
only on Excel.
template in here.
Okay. Now here it is talking about what? Create new. What is this? What is this?
Project.
New project.
It's a new project. Okay. Just remember this word, project. There are other tools which are applicable in ECC, where FICO consultant will create the template. What is that?
LSMW.
LSMW.
LSMW. For LSMW, it is available only in SAP GUI. In GUI, for opening anything, we'll have to put a T code. What is the T code for LSMW?
LSMW.
For LSMW, T code is LSMW only. Tomorrow somebody might ask, what is the T code for LSMW? Do not tell I don't remember. T code for LSMW is LSMW itself. Put LSMW. First time you will get it. Click on this, no longer display this message. Continue. Here also you have something called a project. In LSMW also you have project or not?
Yes, we have.
Yes.
Right? You have a project in LSMW. You have a project in MYD also. Similarly, you will have a project in LTMC also. Okay, LTMC also you will have a project. Now there is no difference between LTMC and migrate your data. You are able to see the screen here. Okay, from where you got this screen, migrate your data?
Yes.
Yes, sir.
From GUI or only in Fury?
Only in Fury.
Only in Fury.
Migrate your data, we got it only from Fury. Am I clear?
Yes, sir, it's Fury.
It is available only in Fury. In Fury, you have a separate tile for it. When you look at it, if I duplicate it, if I go to home screen, now on the screen, you will find different icons, right?
Yes.
Each icon is called as a Fury tile. What do we call it as?
Tile.
Each icon is called as a different tile, meaning display house bank is a Fury tile. Manage house bank is a Fury tile. Inbox is a Fury tile. Likewise, migration cockpit, migrate your data is a Fury tile. When you log into SAP Fury, straight away you will find migrate your data as a tile. In S4HANA, until 1909, in place of migrate your data, what was applicable?
LTMC.
LTM.
LTMC.
LTMC. Right? LTMC is not part of Fury. LTMC is not part of a Fury. Then LTMC is part of what?
SAP.
SAP GUI.
Not GUI,
G,
not
GUI,
Fiori also, not GUI also.
GUI.
Now, in S4 HANA system, assuming you are in until 1909 version, what are we talking about in place of MYD, LTMC?
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Right? In S4 HANA system until 1909, you should put LTMC T code and you'll have to press enter. When you press enter, it is opening a web page.
Yes.
Right? Until 1909 version, when you put LTMC T code on your GUI, a web page will be opened like this, and here you will get the LTMC, which means migration screen. It is called as SAP NetWeaver screen. Which screen? SAP NetWeaver screen. Okay, but in S4 HANA from 2020, it is not like this. This screen is part of a Fiori tile here. In 1909, it is not part of a tile. It is a separate screen. You'll have to put LTMC T code. This will come, or copy this URL, bookmark it. Open this URL, open the LTMC screen. Am I clear? 3 screens, LSMW, LTMC, and then MYD. Had a basic understanding, basic idea how this screen look like?
Yes, sir.
What we do, we will understand as we move forward, but make sure you are able to differentiate the screens. LTMC opens like this. Put LTMC T code in the GUI, it will open a screen. This is called as SAP NetWeaver. And then for Fiori, from 2020 onward, migration cockpit or migrate your data, directly Fiori tile is available. For LSMW, both ECC or S4 HANA system, put LSMW T code, you can create a project. All three are based on project only. Whether it is LSMW or it is LTMC or it is migration cockpit, all these three are based on project. All these three are based on project which we need to create. Meaning that is how you will identify if it is a GL, you create your project name as GL, GL migration. And here also same thing. Now I am opening migration cockpit. Okay, this is already open. You have to put migrate data using staging table. Put anything. Let's say I will put test. I will put test 09. Okay, mass transfer ID. You do not need to give anything. It is automatically taken by the system. Okay. Now, are we taking the data from the local system, or are you remotely getting the data from any other SAP system? You are extracting the data from your local system, right?
Yeah.
You are storing the
Yes.
file and then you are uploading from your system, not copying from some other external system. So it has to be local system. And then scroll down. You will find step number 2. Click on step number 2. It is always local package, temporary. TMP means temporary. Click on development package local. Okay. Then step number 3. Click on step number 3. You will find so many migration object. What are we planning to upload?
Master data.
GL master data.
GL master. Whenever you need to search GL, always remember it must be G/L. Okay. It must be what? G/L, and click on search. You find so many things here. You find so many things here. There are 3 results. FI GL account, extend existing record by new org level, FI GL account balance, and open line item. Against this GL account, look at any predecessor is there. Predecessor means dependency. For the first one, there is any dependency or it is blank?
Blank.
No depend.
Blank means there is no dependency. Even when we created a GL account in SAP, when I created a GL account in FS00, do I need anything pre-required or I can directly create the GL account? In my company code, if I wanted to add a new GL account, I can directly go and create the GL account.
Yes, sir.
Yes.
We need account
Right?
groups.
Account groups will require.
That is coming from the config. We will come to master only after config. Assuming config is completed. Now we are at a GL creation stage. To create a GL account, whatever the GL account that I want, I can directly go and create it. Am I right? Meaning no dependency here, right? Agree?
Yes.
If I wanted to create a GL account, I don't need any dependency. I can create any number that I want based on the config which I did. Now, if I want to, let's say, post a document. If I wanted to post a document, can I directly create whatever I want or there is any dependency here?
We need master.
Depend. We need GL
Right?
account.
There are dependency. GL account must be available. Period must be open. Like that, there are so many things. Now, these kind of things you have to look at. This predecessor. Predecessor is nothing but dependency. For first one, there is no dependency, meaning this one you'll have to take. Because it is not giving the clear information, right? GL account master data like that. Am I right? It is only telling FI GL account. And there is no predecessor, meaning it is your GL master data. Second one, when you look at it, GL account extent. How many predecessors are there? One. If you click on this one, it is a hyperlink. It will show what is the prerequisite for the second one, GL account.
Yes.
Right? If you wanted to use this one, there is a dependency. This dependency is this. If I wanted to use the third one, there are 7 dependencies. If I click on this 7, this is basically this. To post an accounting entry, cost center is required, profit center is required, GL account is required, WBS element is required. Likewise, there are other things. From here, what is relevant for us to create a GL account?
No dependency.
First one.
Without dependency.
First one, FIGL account. Tick this. Okay. Now, this is your available migration object. This is selected migration object. I need to make sure from available migration object, I will bring this into selected. For this, you have the 2 arrow mark, include, exclude. Right? I need to bring this here. I should click right arrow mark or left arrow mark.
Right.
Right.
Right. I'll take right arrow mark. From here, it is updated here. Right. Now scroll down. Click on review. Okay. Now this is what it is showing. Migration approach. Migrate data using staging table. This is test 09 project name. Transfer ID MOF standard given by the system. This is from the local database schema. And migration object, whatever we selected was GL account, no dependency. Click on create project. Okay. Here you will find so many things. If you are confused why all these things are coming, just click on created by. I'll put my user ID Ajay. Click on go. It will display only my object, others it will not show. Now it is giving only my object which I created. No more confusion. Am I right? I'm not getting unnecessary things which are created by other. I'm able to filter only my object. You put your ID. If you create, whatever you created, you will see here. Now select this object. Okay. Now you will find this arrow mark here. Can you see the arrow mark? Click on this arrow mark.
Yes.
It will open. Okay. Here it is showing FIGL account. And on top you will see running activities are how many? 2, meaning it is loading currently. Running activity 2 means it is currently loading. As I said, this works a little slower in the training environment because of connection details, bandwidth details, but in the project these are super fast. Within your eye blink it will open, meaning it is very fast. Now you will find running activities are 0, everything is enabled. You will find a downloaded template or not? Can you see the downloaded template?
Yes.
Yes, sir.
Now click on download template. This is what we listed here. Download a template. We just need to download the template. Come here. All I need is download a template. It is asking 2 format, XML format, CSV format. Both are Excel compatible. Am I right?
Yeah.
Your XML and CSV both are Excel compatible. Always choose XML format. Click on continue. And when you get this message, what is this message? Pop-ups blocked. Even when you do for the first time, you might get the same message. What I need to do here? I should continue blocking or I should allow pop-up?
Allow.
Allow pop-up.
We have to allow the pop-up. Same things will happen when you do it for the first time. You'll have to remember. In the project also these things will happen. Click on done. Once I allow the pop-up, I have to make sure I will download once again. Which format?
XML.
XML format. Now this is downloading source data. What is the format? GL_account.xml. It is asking whether you wanted to keep it or you wanted to delete it. I wanted to keep it. Okay, now I wanted to open this. Click on open file and it is asking me to choose. I said this is compatible with what?
Excel.
Excel. If you are not able to find Excel here, just close this
XML.
and go to downloads from here. Okay, go to show in folder and you will find this. Just cut this, take to desktop and put this here. If I go to my desktop, can you see this file here?
Yes.
What is the format? XML.
Excel.
Yes.
Format is XML, not Excel.
XML.
If I try to, if you have XML extension on your Microsoft Office in your Excel sheet, when you double click, it will directly open. If you do not have Microsoft XML extension, it will not open. It will show like this. This is common, just close it. What you need to do is open the Excel sheet, any Excel sheet. Okay. And go to this desktop, minimize it, choose this file. Everybody knows how to drag and drop file. Everybody is aware of how to drag and drop. Select this, do this. Is this clear to everyone? Drag and drop.
Yes, sir. We know.
Alright, just drag and drop. Is this opened now?
Yes.
Alright. Until this, there is a change in LTMC migration cockpit. From file onward, everything is the same in LTMC migration your data. That's it. File, everything is 100% as it is, no change. Now this is the upload file. Did we create the upload file, or it is provided by SAP?
Provided by SAP.
This is provided by SAP. We did not create it. All we did was just download the template. This is introduction, read it, and then go to field list. You will find all the fields that are available in this template. And for each field, whether it is mandatory, whether it is text, what is the maximum length? Not necessary that you'll have to look at it. By looking at the data, you understand easily, because everybody already created a GL account, right? We need to fill this data in the Excel. We need to fill this data in this Excel sheet and then upload it. This is where we have listed: download the template, update the GL detail, whether you have 1 GL account or 1000 GL account, update all the details here. In this sheet, controlling area sheet, company code sheet, account name sheet, all the applicable sheet you'll have to update the information. Save this, again come back to the same file. You will find the sequence here. What is the sequence? Download, upload, prepare, mapping, simulate, migrate, and then create correction file. In the same sequence, every step will be enabled. Currently, which step is enabled?
Upload file.
Upload file.
Upload one. Second one. Prepare is enabled or disabled?
Disabled.
Prepare is disabled. When you upload the file, prepare will be enabled. Okay, after prepare, mapping will be enabled. After mapping, simulation. After simulation, migrate. After migrate, if there are any errors, this will be enabled. In short, everything is dependent on the other one. You had an idea about this screen now? At least that familiarity has come.
Yes.
Only the downloading portion alone you try. What I want you to do is go to migration cockpit in the Fury screen, download the migration template strictly related to GL account. Look at the template, don't fill anything. Look at the template, make sure you're able to open the template, but do not fill any information here. Okay, in the next session, which means tomorrow, we will upload GL account and then see how GL account is actually created using migration cockpit or migrate your data tool. This is the same process that you will be using in any of your implementation project, in any of your migration project from ECC to S4. Whether you are working in migration projects or you are working in implementation rollout project, greenfield, brownfield, whatever it is, migration cockpit, migrate your data is common tool used in S4 HANA system from 2020 onward. Same logic, same process, same concept. If you remember it, you'll be able to work, talk to anyone. They might be changing the terminology, migration cockpit, migrate your data, ETL tools and all. What do you mean by ETL tool? Anybody knows what is ETL?
The testing, ETL testing and manual testing.
No.
Extract, transfer, and load.
Correct. Extract, transformation or transform and load. Sometimes in your interview, people might ask, have you worked on ETL? When we say, have you worked on ETL? They're talking about this only. Your answer for that question is, yes, I worked on migrate your data. That's it. Don't get confused. People will put questions in a different way to confuse you, to create a confusion in you, to see whether you're able to respond or not. which ETL tools you have used in your project. Then they're expecting you to tell LTMC, LSMW, BDC, migrate your data. But they're asking ETL tools. When we know, okay, different terminologies are used, when you're slowly getting used to it, it is more comfortable for us to relate. Because we're at very early stage now, where we posted only one accounting entry. As we move forward, different things will become familiar and we will feel more comfortable, more confident. And with this confidence, when we look at the different topics, functionalities, you will find these things are very simple. And those things, even if I don't teach, you will be able to do on your own, because you get to know how system is working, how we need to understand a topic. Once that understanding is there, you can do different things on your own independently also. That is what should be your target. Meaning, as you move forward, you have to ensure you are reducing dependency and you are becoming more self-confident. Meaning, you should feel, yes, I can do it. Let me give a try. And you should be in a position to think and then analyze the system, do it on your own way. That's how you'll be able to work confidently in any project. Because later on, nobody will be with you, right? I will not be there, nobody will be there, no Google, no YouTube will support. You'll have to ensure you are performing there. Am I correct? For that to happen, you'll have to make sure slowly you will put your effort. Okay, this portion we will continue in the tomorrow's session. All right, let me stop this recording now.